Hello, well met friends! Anding here for another episode of the epic story. When we last left off, we are getting ready to go and explore the elf camp here in Gondor. After having gone through Paths of the Dead, an elf stands atop an overlook, surveying the refuge of Adhelion. And here we go, we're taking a look at Adhelion. Look at that view, that is just amazing. I mean, that is crazy.
If you are a friend, you are welcome to share my watch.
I would be pleased to have your company, for men of Umbar have brought their ships to shore, and threatened Adhelion. My people have not inhabited the refuge for 1,000 years, but we bear enough affection for places once dear, that we cannot allow the raiders to remain. If their goal is plunder, they will be disappointed. The only relics that remain will be of historical value. Any valuable artifacts or jewelry were taken long ago. There are others of my people nearby. If you can defeat some of the raiders throughout Adhelion, I will bring you to them. Return hither with any relics you find, and I will be doubly pleased, for I do have an interest in curiosities from my people's history. This quest, I remember not liking this quest at all, just because it takes forever to get all this stuff and kill everything and survive. So here we go, breaking our legs for the elf, and on into the camp here. Hairball will take a while to catch up, of course, but that is fine. Alright, yeah, there's just raiders going crazy over there. I don't think we can jump around, so we'll just have to go through. Oh, and we're already fighting. Okay. But yeah, these raiders run all over this place, and it's super annoying, and I don't like this area of questing. But we're gonna do it because the elf told us to. These corsairs are everywhere in this place. It is so annoying. I mean, we already got 6 out of 8 Corsairs, and we're hardly even remotely through this quest. Really? There's 3 of you. And we died. Because of this annoying place. But look at that amazing, amazing sun there. My goodness. Gondor is just so beautiful. So look, we spawn all the way back here, almost to Lamedon, and we have to travel all the way back over to Adhelion, through all the Corsairs that are along the road through here. It's just crazy. Alright, here we go for the final relic here, although Hairball's pulling more stuff, which is all kinds of great. Here we go, we got all the relics now, we just have to explore these places. Corsair ships have moored at the docks of Adhelion. Yeah, noted. This tallest tower at Adhelion once kept watch over the sea. The buildings along the southern court are intact, but empty.
It always warms the heart to meet a new friend in these dangerous days.
We do not have enough warriors to cast the Corsairs into the sea, but your efforts in the refuge have told them that even an abandoned refuge is never truly forgotten by the Elves.
I am Lathlorn, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim.
It is time for me to introduce myself properly, my friend. I am Lathlorn, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim. We were tasked by Círdan the shipwright with maintaining a watch on Adhelion, and have done now for some time, removing overgrown brush and keeping the paths clear, and ensuring that docks remain free of debris. If the havens of Mithlond became untenable, this would be the last place for which my people could depart Middle-earth for the Undying Lands. The men of Umbar that occupy Adhelion do us a grievous turn, and do not even know of it. Dorthaneth is the leader of the Avarim, and you can find her in the cave where we reside for now. If you follow the road southwest on the way to Dol Amroth, You will come to a rocky cleft in the ground to your right. Follow it down to a cliffside path over the water, and you will come to the entrance. Tell Dorthanath of your experiences in this land, for she has a wisdom about her, and has proven a capable leader of the Avarim for as long as I have known her. Alright, time to go to the Elf Cave. The entrance to a cave yawns in the cliffside to your left. The hidden hideout of the Avarim. Yes, well, I think it's more like below, because we're kind of doing some hardcore parkour here. Let's drop down here. Yes, there's the cave entrance. Alright, let's make our way inside. Hopefully not that cave. Ah, this place is so awesome. And here we are in the crazy elf cave with the immense waterfall and everything. I forgot how much I really like this place. An elf maid stands on the bridge, deep in thought.
I am called Dorthaneth, and I have chosen to care for the Avarim.
Welcome to Belfalis, Staftane. I am called Dorthanath, and I have chosen to take care for the elves here, as a mother does. They are the Avarim, and they have come to this land to watch over the refuge of Adheliand, and to keep it safe from danger. Danger threatens it now, as you have seen. Men of Umbar come ashore in great number, too many for my few Avarim to drive away. A guest is lately arrived, and we just spoke about these raiders. Go to him and hear what he has to say, for his news signals trouble for the Avarim, and for the folk of Gondor as well. Did you see him across the way? His name is Galdor, and he is lately arrived from Imladris. Alright, there he is way down there, so we will have to go around. Alright, buddy.
I know your face, for I came to Imladris some months ago and saw you there.
A council was held, and many courses decided, but we will not speak of them here. Know that I hold you in esteem and consider you an ally, and we bear friends in common. It is that sense of kinship that drives me to tell you this. Do not underestimate the Corsair threat. I gave Dorthanath the same warning. In my journey here I came near to a group of Umbar men, and overheard their talk. They spoke in reverent tones of the heirs of Castamere and the Scourge. But it is not these names that fill me with anxiety. No, the flame of my concern is kindled by the passion with which the Umbar men spoke of their loyalty. Are you kidding me? He seriously just said that is such an elven sentence. The flame of my concern is kindled by the passion with which the Umbar men spoke of their loyalty. That's such an elven phrase. Any of them would die in the name of the heirs, and gladly, which is not a trait I have heard associated with that people before now. Something has changed. I will set out for Mithrond in a few days, but do not forget my warning.
Galdor is right to worry. The men of Umbar have not possessed loyalty like this for years.
And it was once believed their people would decline and no longer pose a threat to their neighbors across the bay. I do not believe these heirs of Castamere are truly descended from that king, but I have paid little attention to the histories of Gondor, and could not say for certain. The lives of men are brief. Before many a season has passed they fall, like the leaves of the trees in my home. I have never recorded either. Dorthanath is silent for a long time, and you have almost decided to leave her in peace when she speaks again. I would be content to remain alone, listening to the sound of the water falling and the sighing of the wind in the trees. But as long as the Avarim must remain here, I will care for and protect them. There are others too, with whom I feel a kinship, and would safeguard.
Go to Dol Amroth and give Lothiriel my warning.
You must think I speak of leaving the world to its troubles. But even I, with reason to do so before me, cannot truly withdraw. I have grown fond of Lothiriel, the daughter of the Prince of Dol Amroth, who rules now in his absence. On several occasions she has escaped the watchful eyes of her guard, and come to visit me outside the walls of her city. The matters of which we spoke? Not war, nor armies, nor weapons. They were matters of love and of marriage, for Lothiriel is betrothed to a man she does not wish to marry. Such things are a lady's concerns, and I counselled her on them as best I could. But now I must counsel her on these other concerns as well, weapons and armies and war. I echo the worry of Galdor. She must not underestimate the heirs of Castamere, and the one they call the Scourge. Lothiriel's father has been called to war in the east, but war finds her now in the west, and if either is lost, there will be no hope for the other when the night has come. Go to Dol Amroth and give her my warning. There is elvish blood in her line, but it is no sense of kinship that drives me in this. It is the love I bear for the dark-haired woman who spoke to me of her hopes, and her fears when the moon was high over the sea, and banished sadness for a time. Alright, time to go to Dol Amroth and talk to this lady once more. You have come to the entrance to the docks of Dol Amroth.
Holton, speak your business, stranger.
There was a time when passage into the city was free and open, and none needed to answer questions. But those days are gone. They will come again when the war is over. You say that you have come with urgent warning for Lothiriel from Darthanath, the leader of the Avarim. Leader of the creeping elves, you should say, for that is closer to the truth. Some say there is elvish blood in Imrahil's line. But if that is so, I say it is a good ways back, and the prince has done a good job of not letting it master his senses. You may pass into the city. Lothiriel is fond of the elves, and her father is not here to speak against the meeting. It is not my place to speak for him, though I think his mind would be clear on this. Alright, a friendly guard. I wonder if the other guard has different lines, if he actually thinks that this was a good idea. That would be interesting. Oh yeah, this place is so awesome. Just the swans everywhere with the swan knights and the swan everything. Like, this is like all the swan stuff in Gondor just got crammed into this single hall, and then there's actual swans here? Lothiriel is dark of hair, with some of an elfin appearance. Yeah, no kidding. She's got kind of pointy ears, too.
What brings you to Dol Amroth, adventurer?
Surely there is danger to be found everywhere, and you seem a long way from your home. Lothiriel's face brightens considerably when you reveal that your message comes from Darthanath. She is one of my closest friends, and I have treasured our conversations. Recently she had some wise counsel to provide about a delicate matter. But we need not speak of that. What message does she have for me now, friend of my friend?
I will take Darthanath's warning to heart, but I do not know much about the people of Umbar.
You convey Darthanath's warning about the heirs of Castamere and the one they call the Scourge. Lothiriel frowns, deep in thought. I will take Darthanath's warning to heart, but I do not know a great deal about the people of Umbar, or their leaders. Every child of Gondor knows the tale of Castamere the usurper, of course, but his is a name from long ago, and I thought his line was ended. I do not know. My father has always said the finest way to combat a new foe is to learn as much of his history and temper as you can before facing him on the battlefield. I think this is wisdom to that end. I ask you go to the libraries of Dol Amroth and speak to Pethabir, the master of the archives. He was my tutor when I was just a child, and he believed I neglected my studies. This will not change his mind, but now I need information, and he will know where to find it. Learn from him everything you can about the Corsairs and their masters. Perhaps in doing so you will discover something we can use to our advantage. Alright, well I think that this is a good place to stop. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of The Epic Story. When we return, we will go to that librarian and get all the information we can out of him. But that's not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of The Epic Story.